Alright, I'd like to do 3 more problems with you just to get the hang of this. We'll go faster and I won't be so in-depth. Alright, let's do one together. Now, we're basically on page 223. We're going to do numbers, practice problem number 2, A, B, and C. So, name the binary, not 2. We're doing number 1, A, B, and C. Number 1, A, B, and C. Write the formulas for the binary ionic compounds formed between the following elements, potassium and iodine. Alright, so remember the first step was to write the ions. So go ahead and write the ions down, cation first. Potassium is K, plus 1 charge, and iodine is I, negative charge. Alright? Remember step 2 said cross over the charges. Well, iodine has a negative 1, so I'll put a 1 here. Potassium has a positive 1, so I'll put a 1 here. So I've just crossed them over. Step 3, check for the largest common factor. Well, the largest common factor of 1 is 1. So what is the whole number ratio? It's 1 potassium for every 1 iodide. Okay, well, that's a pretty good ratio. Now, step 4, check to see if the charges equal 0. Okay, well, a 1 times a 1 is a positive 1 charge total, and a 1 times a negative is a negative 1 total, equals 0. Okay, so that must mean our formula equals Ki. Pretty simple. Potassium iodide. Let's do number B. Okay, B is magnesium and chlorine. Well, write down the ions first. Magnesium. Are you following along with me? And chlorine. Okay. Step 2, cross over the charges. Oh, I can do that. So I'm going to cross. Chlorine has 1. And cross over, so chlorine goes here. And magnesium has a 2+, so I'm going to put 2 under chlorine. Alright. Step 3, find the largest common factor. Next, write the ratio you see. The ratio I see is a 1 to 2 ratio, 1 magnesium for 2 chlorines. Alright. Check to see if this is the simplest ratio by looking for the largest common factor. The largest common, 1 times 1, that's all I've got for 1. 1 times 2 is all I've got for 2. The largest common factor is 1. So if I divide this by 1, it still equals 1 to 2. Alright, no problem. And check to make sure that the charges are balanced. So 1 times a plus 2 is a 2 plus. And 2 times a negative 1 is a 2 minus equals 0. So our formula must be MgCl2. Notice I didn't put a subscript 1 by Mg because 1 is understood to be 1. You don't need to write it. Alright, let's do number C. Sodium and sulfur. Alright, for the first step is to write the ions for sodium and sulfur. Sodium is, I think that's a +1, yes. Sodium is +1. Sulfur is, what is sulfur? Sulfide, I mean, is 2 negative. Alright, step 2 is to cross over the charges. I can do that. Sodium sulfide has a 2 negative, so I'll put 2 for sodium subscript. And sodium ion has a +1, so I'll put 1 under sulfur subscript. Looks like my whole number ratio as written is 1 to 2. Sorry, no. 2 to 1. Okay. Largest common factor of 1 and 2, I can do that in my head, is 1. So divide by 1 is still 2 to 1. Okay, so this is my simplest ratio right there. Alright. Sodium plus... Okay, so that must mean our formula then is Na 2S sodium sulfide. Alright, well that's pretty cool. I hope you're seeing how the process of writing a binary ionic formula goes. Let's just do a real quick naming. How do we name this one? Well, hopefully you've memorized the elements and you know that silver is the anion, chloride is the cation, zinc oxide, calcium bromide, strontium fluoride, barium oxide, calcium chloride. Pretty simple. Alright guys. Yeah baby. Stretch. Let's keep moving. Oh, what's a good quiz question? Any kind of question like this. These are great quiz questions. You need to know this in your sleep. This is a great quiz question. In fact, I guarantee you it'll be on your quiz. Write the formula of a binary compound. Binary ionic compound. Alright, so far what do you have on your practice problems? So far you should have something like this. It's our practice problems we've done together. 7-1, number A, and then practice A, B, and C. Okay, let's move on. Please turn with me to page 24 in your textbook. I'd also like you to go to the next video at this time. Thank you very much.